Organizing people and teams, and so we recently launched a product called ActionMethod, which tries to create a very design-centric approach for people and teams to manage projects. So actually, I could log in through any browser. What I could always do is then add a target date for tomorrow, Wednesday the 6th. And then again, it's there now, but it has this little target date thing, which makes it kind of interesting because I can view all my action steps within this project by target date. Where this gets more interesting is, again, I'm going to open it, follow up with Nate on fashion advice, but I'm going to delegate this to someone else. I can delegate it to anyone in the world with an email address, and certainly people on my team who are already using the system. So I'm going to delegate it to one of my colleagues, Michael, save and delegate. So you can see now he's going to sit in front of his computer in the office and wondering what I'm talking about. But what happened is he just got this action step in his inbox, in the method itself, or he got it via email if he's not a member of this tool. And you can see here, actually, I have an action step, a real one, from Michael to pay an invoice. So I'm going to I can click that, and then I can see what it is. And I can call a project as long as you are delegating the action steps, sharing the references, the discussions, etc. within a project.
Planning on having those sticky exist on my page just like any other widget, and then like on my background on my computer?
Yes, so I'll answer the second question first, which is Action we see as its own ecosystem. We believe that if you have email, regardless of what you use to manage email, it's something that can be managed in various interfaces, and Action should be no different. So we are trying to get Actions to, obviously they're on the iPhone now, they're on the BlackBerry. We even have paper products that we sell, and will be in every Barnes & Noble pretty soon. So Action should be its own ecosystem, should be a consistency design. You should be able to bring it into iCal and whatever else you're using. And then the first question is, yes, we do charge for this. It's a $12 a month or $99 a year system for people to use.
Zemanta is a blogging assistance tool, and it was built because there are so many headaches with regard to composing a blog. Some of those include jumping out and opening up different windows to copy and paste hypertext links, thinking up tags, getting creative about what are the best tags for SEO purposes for my particular blog. Other headaches are thinking about the copyright rules with regard to images that you want to put in or videos that you want to put into your blog post. So we're trying to get rid of a lot of those headaches. We're going to go right into a demo of the product, and we're going to do this by just grabbing some text. Instead of sitting here and composing a whole new blog post, we're going to go right into blogger.com. Our tool works on blogger.com, Movable Type, Typepad, WordPress, all the major platforms, Drupal. I'm sorry if I'm blocking anybody's view. So we're going to go in, we're just going to copy some text right just from a CNN article.
First is the learning that it does, is that on a per user basis or is that network wide? And the second question is, are the hyperlinks that are inserted SEO friendly? Are they like the vibrant media style JavaScript that search engines don't really see?
I'm going to have to pass that off to Boston. Take that.
All hyperlinks are proper hyperlinks. We redirect only a very small subset of commercially interesting links or those for testing purposes. But like 99% of links are just look as if we're organic.
Okay, that's great. And the first part of the question is the learning that it does. Is that per user, like it's learning?
No, it's across all network. Currently, there are options to extend it in the future.
Gotcha. Thank you.
Again, my name is Chris Reicher. I'm from Zarian Software, and we created exZact Form Builder. We built this with the focus on small business and letting small business have the ability to do things just like big businesses as far as data collection. So I'm going to get right into it. I'm going to figure out how to work this. All right. So form. So our form builder is a web-based application built in Flex. I'm going to create a new page, and we'll create a quick contact list for collecting some info for all people that are interested after the show. I can create a icon, or I can pull an icon from any URL. I'm going to save this. I have my phone this side of the street, and the condition. So the interesting thing here, you can also add, you'll see on the form builder here, you can add a condition, which is an attachment link. So if you happen to have a document that's be local online, or local on the device or online, you click that and you'll get data to be able to look at. Sorry, continue a little bit.
I have a question. So you have like data collection for, it seems like, cities and civic things. Do you see, you said small businesses though too.
Yeah.
Like how do you see small businesses using it?
Well, just like small transportation companies, a friend that uses it for their time log. So a lot of times you see apps in the App Store that have mileage, or they have time tracking. So this can actually create your own mileage time logging, and other small businesses, water companies are using it for pipeline inspection. So it's really built to work on the iPod Touch, which is important because people don't have to spend the very amount of expense on an iPhone.
Right. Okay. Any questions?
When you get the data on your server, what format?
It's just open architecture. Is it open architecture? We just right now are putting all the data into each form has its own data table. So we have some reporting for you, but basically it's flat and it's total open architecture and an open API.
I wanted to make a quick announcement about the Clean Tech Open, which is a program that the New York office of Wilson Cincinnati is sponsoring. It's a business competition and accelerator program for clean tech entrepreneurs and startup companies. The entry deadline is May 30th, and we're going to be holding a series of breakfast meetings the week of May 18th to provide more information. The eligibility criteria are very straightforward. The company or the entrepreneur must not have raised more than $500,000. There are a few other details, and we can provide more information on that. I'll be down stage left after the presentations are over to provide more information. I'd love to chat with any of you that have a clean tech entrepreneurial venture or know of some people that do, to give you some more details about how to enter. Thank you very much.
Gotham and Wilson Cincinnati are putting together a venture capital boot camp as part of Internet Week. It's going to be Thursday, June 4, and we're basically going to spend 4 hours going through all the major legal considerations, the financial structures, the process. You're going to get straight topics from John McCain. If you're interested in coming, you get an RSVP at bit.ly VC Bootcamp. See you then. Thank you. I also wanted to mention again what I mentioned last month. We partnered with CEA, which is the largest consumer electronics organization in the world, to take one of our New York Tech Meetup presenting companies all the way to Vegas to have their own free booth worth thousands and thousands and thousands of dollars. It's one of the few times where I felt compelled to do a partnership of this nature just because of how awesome it is for whichever one of our presenting companies ends up getting picked. And again, the process is that from the group that has been presenting over the last several months, and then this month and next month, the community committee will pick 5 finalists, and then a panel of 3, a VC journalist and an entrepreneur will then pick them during the CEA Line Show event, Digital Downtown, which is happening on the 10th.
And what this is that we're taking the FIT's Great Hall, which is down the hall from Taft Auditorium, and we're going to, in the afternoon leading up to our tech meetup, have a totally free demo pit for 60 New York tech startups.
Make a series of iPhone apps called RmbrMe, and today we actually announced 2 big products. One is the launch of RmbrMe Pitch, which is the first app that lets you make your elevator pitch and leave it behind while you're still in the elevator. So beam a document from your iPhone in real time to anybody's phone or PC or via Twitter, which was the second big announcement. We're also enabling you to, for the first time now, deliver documents securely